Hello everyone, welcome back to the Real Queen Nefertiti 33 channel. I am Tatiana. I'm here to I'm here to do some more articles. And it's just a fairy tale as y'all think. But I was talking about Casper the Friendly Ghost. But he's my son actually, y'all. Wherever you heard about Casper is true. Okay, if you ever watched the movies, that is true. He did get hit by a car. He became a ghost named Casper. Like a friend, like a real, like what you think a ghost would look like. Yes, he right here. That's my son, y'all. He actually told me he got pushed. And you see them, and if you see them other ghosts surrounding him, the bullies, that's them. Samuel, Willie, and James. So they probably pushed them. He's saying yes, they pushed them. And he was getting a ball. Kind of like our family got too. He got a ball. His ball went in the street. And he just got hit by this car. Okay. By Gina, he said. And he became a friendly ghost, like a real life ghost. And he do be messing with y'all. Okay, so if he like y'all, that's only if he like y'all. But I'm a put he got a movie with my daughter in it, Jillian, before she died. So yeah, I'm just talk about a little bit about him. That's the fairy tale, but not really a fairy tale. It's real. This really how he looks. This my son, y'all, by my ex-husband. Yes, Easy E, Fatal, who sang Fatal. Okay. Casper the Friendly Ghost is a fictional character who serves as the protagonist of the famous studio's theatrical animated cartoon series of the same name. See, them codes for Gina and them, okay. He is Franklin Ghost, who is pleasant and personable, but often criticized by his three wicked uncles, the ghostly trio, which them three that y'all know. Okay. Um First appearance, November the 16th, your birthday coming up, 1945, created by Seymour Ritz, Joe Arlen, Vincent E. Valentine II. Adapted by Harvey Comics, voiced by C Voices actors. Okay, his race, ghost, deceased human in some versions. Okay, he's black. Gender, male, title, the friendly ghost. The family is the ghostly trio, the uncles, Willie, James, and Samuel. The character was featured in 55 theatrical cartoons titled The Friendly Ghost from 1945 to 1959. The character had been featured in comic books published by Harvey Comics since 1952, and Harvey pushes the character outright in 1959. Casper became one of Harvey's most popular characters, headlining several comic book titles. Following Harvey's pushes of the character, he appeared in 5 television series: Matty's Fun Day Funnies, the new Casper cartoon show, Casper and the Angels, the Spooktacular New Adventures of Casper, and Casper's Scared School. Oh yeah, he said after 95 they left, so like they got a new life, so they didn't want to do it no more with him. They probably did shit. I'm glad too. The character made his vehicle. They hit him though. I know he was hiding for a while. Okay, he said no. The character made his lyrical film dispute in a in a live action adaptation of the series by Universal Pictures Casper 1995. See, to where he became the first computer generated character to star in a film. He later appeared in 4 direct to video and made for TV follow up films. Okay. Um, Damn, my son is worth $175. So that's probably how much they got from him dying. Okay. It probably is more than that, but that's all I see for right now. That's probably when they killed you. Okay. I had another article, but it keep flicking off. So I'm gonna find it again, okay, for y'all. Since I got 36 minutes. So his enemies are unnamed greedy landlord, an unnamed fox and duck hunter and his 2 hunting dogs. There's good booze tonight and a hunting we will go. Winifred the witch, Screech the ghost, He boasts the ghost, which is the arch enemy. Casper, a spirit beginning. Okay, Sniper the ghost, the wizard, four dragons, Crank, Dr. Derange, Captain Pegleg Potbelly, Ghostly Creoles, which is Casper's uncle, which is Stretch, Fatso, and Stinky. Sometimes. Um, Stretch is really, Fatso is Samuel, and Stinky sometimes is James. No, I was finna say, no, Fatso is James, and Stinky is Samuel. They probably what my cousin Kyle got confused because on that day they kidnapped it. Well, really my cousin and I actually get in the car though. But his uncle was supposed to pick him up, which his name is Fatso. So that's why I probably said Samuel was Fatso. But my cousin didn't get in. He actually went away when he realized it wasn't our uncle Fatso. Y'all see right there, okay? So yes, those they name. The Witch Sisters, Wendy's aunties, Velma, and Zelma sometimes. I don't really know because I never really knew about them. I just knew about the three uncles. Catherine, Kerrigan, Quintadine, Paul, Dills, Plutzer. He said yes. Bill Case, Broccoli, Danny, Leon, Jennifer, Desmond Spellman, Vincent and Jules, Josh and Jackman and his unnamed friend, Aldo and Dash, Vax and Valbragger. Okay, he do got friends and supporting characters, which is Johnny and Bunny, Fuddy Fox, Dudley Duck, Wendy the Good Little Witch, Ghostly Creoles, Casper Uncles. How the hell they his friends ain't enemies? Well, probably so. Stretch, Fatso, and Stinky, the Witch Sisters, Wendy's aunties, Velma, and Zelma sometimes. Archibald, the talking wishing well. High Stuff, the little devil. Nightmare, the ghost horse. Spooky, the tough little ghost. Poor, the ghost. Janelle Grown. Shohini, Aruba, Wishy Witch. Hey, Wishy. You been a minute. Little Aubrey, Little Audrey, Little Dot, Little Lotta. Yep. Heavy Scary, Minnie and Massey, Nerdly and Fungo, The Commander, Yogi Bear, Boo Boo the Bear, okay. Santa Claus, Huckleberry Hound, Snagglepuss, Quick Draw Magar, Oogie Doggy and Doggy Daddy, Cat Harvey, Dr. James Harvey, Amelia Harvey, Chris Carson, Tim Carson, Sheila Fistograph, Jennifer, the Oracle in the Mirror, Holly. What? Not for real though. Holly, Jolly Moore, Jimmy Bradley, Y. Okay, that's the most high. Mantha the Zombie, Professional, Phineas Field, yes, Illusory, Ellie, Essex, and Hot Stuff Family. Let me find that article that I said I was gonna find, y'all. Let me read that. However, in 1995 film, Casper gave the character a tragic backstory. In the film, Casper was a 12-year-old boy who died from pneumonia after playing outside in the cold. The film was set in Friendship, Maine, and featured a fictional Art Nouveau mansion called Whipstaff Manor. The film used computer-generated imagery, CGI, to make Casper and his uncles, the ghostly trio, interact with live characters. Casper is the very first digitally created character to be in the lead role of a film. True. Many believe that the film was made based on a true story in which Casper died. There are many conspiracies and facts about it, however, it is not proven true. Okay. Yeah, but he real though, okay. See, 13 sad facts about his backstory. Okay, see? Oh, shit. Casper the Friendly Ghost had a fragile backstory, dying at a young age and being left to hunt his old family home. Basically the whole story of Casper is that all the friendly ghost is that ghosts is all friendly and nice, okay? Except for the poltergeist, which is Gina, okay? But other than that, don't be afraid of a ghost that comes to you, okay? It could be your family member, okay? So don't judge. They friendly. They just need help to the other side. Why you come to me and I do it for you, okay? Free of charge, okay? Damn, like come on now. Casper was initially planned as the main character of a children's book in the 1930s, but the rights to the character were sold to Paramount Animation Division for $175. Yes, son, that's how much you worth, okay? I'm sorry, baby. It's just that much, I know. I don't know why, but it was. I don't know why it was that much. Casper didn't understand he was dead and tried to take his own life at one point. I'm hearing fool. This concept was also referenced in the 1995 live-action movie, Katy Perry, Your Daddy. Casper the Friendly Ghost is the friendliest ghost, but he also had a fragile life, dying at a young age and being left to hunt his old family home. Who? He was also much more than the Casper the 1995 movie starring Bill Pullman and Christina Ricci. That's his sister. Casper started out as a character in the 1930s before reaching the comic book world in the late 40s. After the success of the comics, Casper began popping up in cartoons and later the live-action movie fans adore today. Unlike other mystical ghosts, Casper isn't scary or malicious, as his name describes. Okay. He's a friendly ghost who craves human interaction, yes. 90s kids most likely aren't familiar with the comics or the cartoon from the 30s and 40s, but they are very familiar with the movie Casper. The movie and the comic reveal little details about his former life, but there are some lesser known things fans weren't aware of, like exactly how Casper died. Casper was sold for $175, Lord Jesus. So yeah, that's for y'all as well. This is how much they killing y'all people for, okay? Like they body parts or whatever. It's like organ harvesting, okay? But it's not like what y'all think in games. Now I don't know if they do that for real, but if this was reality, and I'm thinking, and if it was reality, I'm not saying y'all do this for real, cause I know some people don't do that. I don't do that either, okay? I am a hit woman though, but I don't get paid, okay? Um, I should get a drink. Okay, I am a hit woman though, but I know I heard people talk about games and they say somebody put money on your head type shit, you know. That's totally different for what they do, okay? If this were reality and I'm thinking in the game, like, okay, I'm finna put a bounty on your head, 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, or whatever, like, whatever hell Kodak Black said in his song Pimpin' Ain't Easy. Ain't easy, either about a street guy or a rapper. Those are the main ones that get money on their head, whatever. I had some money on my head before too, but that's not what they're talking about though. But they never ate him though. So, but when you talk about y'all now organ harvesting while they killing y'all people, um, maybe they need your eyes or something, and your eyes they gonna look it up now. They know how to get in your contract and see how much you're worth, okay? How much your eyes is worth and all that. So your eyes is worth more than $175, wherever they budget is at that time. They gonna take your eyes and put your eyes in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? So that's yeah, that's different what y'all be thinking, okay? So someone regarding, I guess the hunt him or whatever. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Though Casper's first appearance in animation was in 1945, that wasn't the original plan for the character. He was initially planned as the main character of a children's book in 19. Okay, see, okay, World War II, which was 95, however, interrupted their plans, and the first one was actually Emmett. Okay, so I understand why people want his guidance too, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to you trying to rape them and stuff, I don't know about it. But yes, World War II is Jillian. World War III is Kia. Okay, which we in right now. We are in World War III. Now, Fredo, he's a War II, but I forgot what it called. Okay, war it will come to me. However, interrupted their plans. See, we served in the armed forces. See, they needed. They wanted a place to stay. They were homeless, so they probably killed my son for that. Cause my son said they were always surrounding him, so while he always slept in the basement. Okay, so they wanted a place to stay, so that's probably what that means. We served in the armed forces, putting their plans on hold. Okay, I'm hearing so back then they killed him $475. That would be close to 4,000 in modern money, but it's likely nowhere near what the character would end up being worth. True. Cause I know Casper probably got some money. I ain't gonna cap to you, son. You probably got some money. The two continue to work on animation shorts for. He said yes for a pair. No, y'all not getting it. I'm getting it. Thank you, son. We gonna share it together, okay? For Paramount for the character, but they no longer own the character and wouldn't do whatever they wanted with their stories. Okay, they didn't touch you, did you? I don't think so. Their story was a tragedy. Casper had a dead best friend. Okay. 1948, a short titled There's Good Booze Tonight was released to tell the tale of Casper and his best friend Footy. While all the other ghosts from the graveyard spent their nights scaring people, Casper hung back to play with Footy. Footy was his only friend because he was the only one that wasn't afraid of him. But late one night, hunters came around and shot Footy despite Casper's best effort in trying to save him. This Footy, like a fox. He right here too. Okay, they still friends. Okay, that is a fox. Okay, or a pole cat. Despite Casper's best efforts in trying to save him, it was sad. It was as sad as a moment at Disney's Bambi. Bambi real too. The only good I ain't gonna lie to you little kids. Bambi is real. All the little cartoon, little fairy tales you be thinking about, they are real. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. Yes, I'm Pocahontas, y'all. Hey, when I was dating Zach. So to y'all comments, I read y'all comments talking about I didn't want Zach the way he wanted me. You ain't lying. But at that time, but then, yes. Okay? Because I would poke his honeys, but they probably kill our asses. Okay? Like, what the fuck? So, yeah. The only good thing that came from Footy's death was that he turned into a ghost himself and was able to continue being friends with Casper. Casper didn't understand he was dead. Okay? Who? And thank you. I sure don't. The 1948 animation didn't only feature Casper's best friend being killed by hunters, but also Casper not actually understanding he was dead. Casper wasn't like the other ghosts, not wanting to scare people, but he was also bullied by other ghosts. Casper hated the life he thought he was living so much that he actually tried to take his own life at one point. That's pretty heavy for a children's animation. The idea of Casper not understanding that he was dead is a homage in the 1995 live-action movie as well. See? Yeah, this is about me. You right, son. Casper doesn't remember the events of his life before he died and ends up staying in Whipstaff. It's only after Cat introduces him to objects from his own life that he gradually begins to remember. Thank you. Casper never knew his mother. Oh, you didn't? You didn't know me? Casper grew up with his father. I think Casper is actually Michael's son, okay? Either way, Casper is the perfect movie to watch on Halloween night because of its elements of horror and comedy. In the movie, fans learn early on that Casper never really knew his mother. As it turned out, TV Over Mine notes that Casper's mom died during childbirth, leaving her husband to care for Casper alone. Later on, fans see Casper helping Cat go through the attic for something to wear to her Halloween party, which is Jillian, and she begins trying on her mother's clothes. See, he probably got that. They were both spiritual. All my kids are spiritual. They be knowing stuff than I do, you know? So that's probably what they were talking about. And she began trying on his mother's clothes. It's clear that rummaging through his old pre-ghost things stirred up a few emotions for the adorable ghost, and he began to remember more about his past. Okay? Casper died at a young age, leaving his dad alone. Fans don't hear much about Casper's life with his father, but being a single dad after losing his wife couldn't have been easy. Casper remembers what happened to his dad when looking around old boxes. After begging his dad for a sled, he spent all night and day outside in the snow, even though his father asked him to come in. Come nightfall, Casper got sick and his dad got sad. From the little information he gave, it sounded like Casper died from pneumonia. Okay, so we're going AIDS, okay. Knowing how heartbroken his dad was after losing his wife and now his son, Casper decided to stay with him as a ghost instead of crossing over so that his dad wasn't lonely. Casper had no last name. For 50 years, no one knew Casper's last name. Oh, it's a Brown. He's a Brown, okay. Oh, you gotta want to be a Brown. Okay, good. Throughout the comic and cartoon world, Casper had always been known as Casper or Casper the Friendly Ghost. He never had a reason to have a last name. Once the 1995 movie came out, fans learned that Casper's last name was actually McFadden, thanks to his father's name being J.T. McFadden. Thank you. Putting the last name to Casper's face makes it more real for fans. It's a sad realization that Casper isn't just a ghost, he's the ghost of a young boy who died too soon. It's because of this dark backstory that Casper is one of the best movies to get into the Halloween spirit. The ghostly trio aren't his real uncles. The ghostly trios are Stretch, Fatso, and Stinky. Okay, so I was right. That's them. Willie, James, and Samuel. Casper introduced Cat and James to his three uncles, the ghostly trio. They were loud, obnoxious, and enjoyed scaring others, unlike Casper, who, however, so know that, y'all. However, it theorized that the ghostly trio was not his real uncles. In fact, fandom suggests being called uncle is similar to being called a friend and might not mean it in the family sense. If that's the case, it's sad that such a lovable ghost like Casper was hanging around such grumpy ghosts with no way out. With Casper being so severant, he couldn't get away from his uncles even if he tried. See? And they lose Casper as their slave. Casper is shown cooking and cleaning for them. In my house? Let me find out. Okay. See, y'all know that y'all can have y'all can have good ghosts in your house. You can have bad spirits in your house, okay? Now look here, I'm not trying to make y'all my slave or nothing, okay? Ain't my fault that the food goes to y'all, okay? I know y'all don't want it, okay? I heard somebody come at me and I ain't even try it. And look here, I don't even post it no more because of stuff like that. But somebody got it the other day and they said, I don't want that in my house. I don't want that in my house. Maybe you need that in your house, okay? Come on now, just make sense. So just know that, y'all. You can have bad spirits and good spirits in your house, okay? Cause you got two ears, okay? I know it sound way, but they say that in the Bible. Say the devil gonna split you, okay? So what side of your body you gonna listen to, your left or your right? You know, I be trying to hear my right, but it just goes to my left. So y'all need to know that, okay? It's always two sides to everything, okay? Of your life, of your body and everything. If rumors are true about the ghostly trio not being Casper's family, then it's upsetting how horribly they treat him. But regardless of whether the fourth son is related or not, the uncle's treatment of him is a sad sight. It makes them some. It just clicked off, my bad, y'all. It makes them some of the most terrifying ghosts in horror movie history. The uncle lose Casper at their serving, and Casper gets nervous when they comes around. The trio expects him to make their food, and they make a massive mess knowing he's the one that needs to pick it up. Family or not, Casper is bullied. Casper's dad had mental health issues. Sound like me. Well, yeah, if he is your daddy, like easy, oh my god. Casper's father was declared legally insane. Okay? Probably Micah though. I don't know. I think I am legally insane too. Casper's mom died from childbirth. Casper died from pneumonia, but what about Casper's dad? Fans knew that he was lonely after the death of his wife and son, but whatever became of him? From the movie, fans learned that Casper's dad began creating machines to bring the dead back to human form. But what many people missed is the newspaper article explaining that Casper's dad was declared legally insane. Knowing how desperate he was to see his wife and son again, he would have done anything to see them again. Let me read that again. Dad began creating machines to bring the dead back to human form. Okay, I ain't know about all that. Maybe Samuel then Shanini, because she the one who actually created the machine, but not really though. God did. So maybe God. You is the color of God. So yes. Cat dad isn't okay either. Cat's father was grieving the loss of his wife. Casper's dad had mental health issues after the death of his only son and wife. However, it appears that Cat's dad was going through something as well. He essentially dragged his daughter all around the continental U.S. to bring back the dead as a subtle way to get in contact with his late wife. Their lives together were like a wild episode of Ghost Hunters. Okay. Although Cat is very much alive, her childhood was on hold and her dad chased ghosts that he never seen. True. It would be one thing if he's seen and spoken to ghosts before, but to hop around America in hopes of bringing back the dead was a hard life for Cat. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I do talk to ghosts and I do see some of them sometimes, but I am trying to bring them back. Okay. Not like that though, but to the real one anyways, okay? Casper longing to be with Cat. Okay. I know, right? Cause so this him and her having a conversation. So Jillian, she knew her time was coming, okay? She didn't probably want to tell me. It reminded me of that Shanice incident 2004 when Gina cut her head off for keep having sex with James or whatever. I remember that night. I remember that day. It was raining. She was walking in the rain. She came to my house. I seen her when she was walking, but I thought she was just gonna continue walking. But anyways, that's another story for another day. So yes, the dark side of their family. The Harveys had no money. Cat's dad may have been a doctor, but he wasn't always logical. He drove around America talking to ghosts while his daughter sat beside him with her clothes in a trash bag. It was not one of those fun road trip movies. It was two souls driving aimlessly to make things sadder. It doesn't appear that these two were doing well financially. After it was decided the Halloween dance would be held at Cat's mansion, that's not even hers or her father's. She asked her dad for some money to buy a costume. He sadly declined and said until he was paid by carrying. Money was too tight, but what really mentioned is how wealthy Casper and his dad must have been. If that mansion was in fact where Casper grew up, he came from extremely wealth. Sadly, his dad stayed in his leg creating interventions until his death. Casper vs. Columbia Pictures. Okay, Ghostbusters are real. We do. Especially the motherfucker that keep trying to come out of hell. Like, I'm gonna push your ass in that motherfucking thing, girl. So yeah, that's basically read that right quick. Yes, I am a Ghostbuster. Casper start spiritually, physically, okay, but if you know how they put them in that thing, okay. I do that to them. Cause they be trying to come out and shit. Like, hell nah, get your ass in y'all shit, okay? Casper started out as a character that found his way to the comic world, but before the 1995 movie came out, another ghostly tale took over the box office too. Ghostbusters, according to AP News, Harvey Comics, the owner of Casper's likeness, didn't appreciate how similar the Ghostbuster logo looked to Casper. Whew, I had a feeling like, when your kids just start getting, when your kid starts to be standoffish, you need to pay attention, okay? Whew. Harvey Comics ended up losing the suit because there were only so many ways one can design a ghost. But it's an interesting tidbit about Casper's design, competition, and his inspiration for other forms of media. The Casper backstory is full of tragedy, controversy, and surprise. So that's basically about my son, Casper the Friendly Ghost. And you would know if he likes you. See? Okay, thank y'all. Peace and be safe.